with friends, it's party time. Hey guys, welcome back, and I'm so glad to have you tuning in again. I missed you guys. It seems like it's been a really long week. Like, I feel like I haven't been doing this for like weeks. It's really just been like last week. Here's the deal. I haven't really been having too much going on that's at least worth talking about with you guys. So today I'm going to talk about, today I thought it would be pretty cool if I share some things with you for the people who are graduating or going to go into nursing very soon. I just figured I might share some words of, I guess, wisdom. I don't know if you can really call it wisdom with. I just thought I might share some things with you guys, just to give you a heads up, or maybe some, you know, been there, done that kind of information to help you, just to help you, just so, you know, just to give you some advice so you have a little bit better idea of what you might expect when you get through NCLEX and you start work and everything like that. It's going to be a little bit different today, but, you know, we'll still work it out. Like, the past couple weeks have been really great. And things are starting to get a little bit better. Things are starting to get a little bit more smoother for me. I'm really trying to work on my time management. It still sucks. And I'm feeling a little bit more confident. The past couple shifts have been much better. Getting that routine down is probably one of the hardest things that I've been trying to do since I started nursing, is figuring out when to do things, how to cluster all of my tasks for patients, and you know, when is it appropriate to like call doctors, or when should I be using my nursing judgment? You know, nursing judgment that I barely have right now, and just working on my confidence. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what's going on. This is what I'm going to do. Preceptor will come up to me and totally, just out of real genuine, you know, curiosity or interest or whatever, she'll ask me questions about like why I'm doing certain things, or what kind of tests have been done, or what was just basically what's going on, the plan of care. It's funny because she'll be like, okay, I'm just asking. And I'm like, I feel like there's something behind this, but there's really not. So I've had a little bit of experience taking care of my DTs patients. DTs, delirium tremens, it's alcohol withdrawal, severe. This past couple shifts have been kind of interesting. They haven't been as severe as I've seen them before, which is good and bad, I guess. It's just kind of a pain in the butt. At my hospital, we use a CWA. I forgot what CWA stands for. Something withdrawal assessment, maybe, I don't, comprehensive, I don't know. I went through a whole bin of Valium this past shift, and it was like barely touching my patient. Hopefully in the next month, maybe month and a half, I don't know, I might be taking 3 patients. Oh my god. Faith. That's all you need. A little bit of faith. So I'm a little bit more happier now. So let's get to the stuff that you guys really want to know about. Here's some stuff that might be useful for you. I just have a few things that I thought a lot of new grads or soon-to-be grads really are curious about and knowing about. So yeah, I guess I'll just talk about it. NCLEX. Everybody always asks about NCLEX is how to study, how to prepare for NCLEX. You really have to know your studying, the studying method that works for you. You know what works best for you. So you need to continue doing that in order to study for the ultimate test that matters. I personally recommend taking a review course. The 2 major ones that I know exist out there everywhere are the Hurst review and Kaplan. I personally took Hurst review and I think it was amazing. Everybody else that I know has taken it said they absolutely loved it. It was great. It's fantastic. Live review is like 3 days 2.5, 3 days, something like that. And you get some online review material with the live review. First of all, it makes you study, and it makes you review all of the material that is most important. And so you know for a fact that you're going to be getting good quality study and review time in. And if you're not good at doing stuff yourself, that's definitely a plus. You may know of another review course out there that is not Kaplan or Hurst. So, as far as getting review course books, I wouldn't pay for them personally, because you're going to use it for this one time and then you're going to never use it again. Some of your friends who have used it, used books, they already graduated and passed NCLEX, they could let you have it or whatever, but don't buy them, okay? Look at the hospitals that you think you might be working at in the area or wherever, and ask about that review, any kind of tuition reimbursement from their HR departments, because I know a lot of places will do it. I got my review course reimbursed, as well as my NCLEX fee, the test fee. I got all of that. I got $550 reimbursed, okay, at one time because of all that. I know a lot of people did their review course about right after they graduated, which I would recommend, because that way you have time to go over all of the extra material that's online, which is included in the review, and study questions, practice exams, all of that kind of stuff. Okay, here's something that's really important. A lot of people try to study all of the content of nursing. There is no way that you are going to learn all of the content well enough that you're going to feel prepared to take the NCLEX. I don't care. There's no way. There is so much. Okay, look at this book. Look at this book. You're telling me that you're going to memorize this entire book, all, how many pages? How many pages are we at? 1,800, probably something, 1,800 pages of nursing material you're not going to memorize. They're going to find something that you're not going to know. I highly recommend practicing the actual questions and learning how to answer questions even when you have no idea what the question is about. Because NCLEX is not so much about content, it's about using nursing judgment and answering the question in the right way. So, practicing questions is probably going to be more beneficial for you than trying to go through 1,800 pages of nursing material and trying to memorize that, okay? If you do practice tests and you're only getting like 60% of those questions correct, you're probably doing really well, okay? Because those questions are going to be way harder than what you really need to know. And so if you're getting 60 or 70% of these like insanely hard questions correct, then you're doing fine. So you pass the NCLEX and you're looking for work. A lot of people always have questions about how to find work and interviewing and blah, blah, blah. One of the biggest recommendations I have is always apply for units or positions that you are actually seriously interested in and that you're passionate about. I began any kind of healthcare experience in critical care. That is what I knew. And during school, when we were on med-surg floors or other specialty floors, I just was not passionate about that. So I personally knew for a fact that I wanted to go into critical care. So if you know that you want to get into a certain field and you have experience and you know without a doubt, then I recommend expressing that in any way that you can. And in your applications, in your interviews, meeting anybody, emphasize what you want and don't give up on that. I know tons of people or instructors and teachers in school, they're still telling you that, oh, you're not going to be able to go into critical care right off the bat, ICU, intermediate care, progressive care, whatever. You have to start on the med-surg floor, which is total BS. It's not. I don't know why they tell you that. It's not. I went straight into critical care, okay? I know other people who, my point is, if you want to do L&D and people are telling you that you can't go straight into L&D, that's a load of crap. because I know people who have gone straight into the specialty. If you want to do ER, if you want to do orthopedics, if you want to do peds, whatever it is that you want to do, if you know that you're passionate about doing, stick with your guns and get in yourself and do it. Don't. If I had a nickel for every friggin' time that someone said that I can't, or I shouldn't, or I'm not going to be able to, or blah, 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 or whatever the reason is, then I'd be a friggin' millionaire, okay? Do what you know you want to do, and don't give up on whatever that is that you want. If you don't know, if you're not quite sure, or you have no idea where you want to work as a nurse, then just start out as a general medical surgical unit. There's nothing wrong with that. I think they have a bad rap for some reason, but you know, every unit and every specialty is going to have their own unique set of qualities and characteristics that nurses develop that other specialties and units don't have. You've got to prepare for interviews. I know that sounds like a no-brainer, but you've got to prepare for your interviews. You better know how to dress appropriately for your interview, and make sure you know the type of questions that you're going to be asked. There's obviously going to be a general set of questions that you can probably find anywhere on the internet of what a nursing interview is going to consist of. Strengths, weaknesses, why you want to work here, blah, 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 blah. When it comes down to sharing experiences from your nursing school, if you had prior work experience before that, you need to have specific, detailed stories. Think of it as you're telling your story, and like as if you're like telling your story to your friends, your non-nursing friends, like you're telling them about your work, or if there's something crazy that happened, think about those times and think about you trying to tell someone that has no idea about nursing. Get as detailed and specific as possible. You need to really know yourself. Like your kumbaya or whatever. Think about the things about yourself, your identifying characteristics, and think about why you have those identifying characteristics. It's gonna be a little bit challenging, but the better you know yourself, the better you're gonna be able to talk about who you are and why you're going to be a really great fit for the unit that you're applying for. Don't be one of those people that say, oh, I care too much, that's my biggest weakness, or I'm such a perfectionist. Don't humble brag. Nobody likes that. People are going to see right through that. You just look like an idiot if you do that. Keep in mind that a huge thing of hiring new nurses in a unit is personality type. You may not even realize that your personality isn't really fitting for a type of unit that you're trying to get a job at. I was trying to get a job in an ICU unit, and I ended up getting an intermediate care unit, which is a level below. It's still critical care, and I was a little bit bummed about it, but I was still pretty cool with getting the unit that I got hired in. I realized that I think the personality type that I have is more conducive to the intermediate care environment, and I friggin' love my unit. You end up hating the people that you work with, or you end up hating the situations that you have to deal with, but it's your dream job. You know, you're gonna realize that this isn't your dream job anymore, and you're gonna freak out because you're gonna be in like a quarter-life crisis because, oh my god, I thought I wanted to do this, and now I really hate it. Now what do I do? No. Just keep it in mind that managers are really good with placing nurses in units that are going to mesh well with personality type. Find things that have nothing to do with nursing or healthcare. You can be as passionate as you want to be, but try to find something that's totally different. When you first start, ask questions. Ask questions, ask questions, ask questions. I don't care how good you were in nursing school, if you graduated at the top of your class, if you got straight A's, you don't know everything, and don't pretend like you do know everything, because you don't. And you're gonna look like a jackass when you start work. The nurses are going to really appreciate you asking loads of questions and showing interest in trying to be the best nurse that you can be. I know that we're all going to need that phase to get really comfortable and just get our groove in nursing and the basics of patient care. But after you start getting through that phase, start looking at ways that you can improve your unit and get involved in other ways. Surprise! Costume change! Woo! So that was a lot of information. So much information that I'm wearing tank tops now. I'm just trying to get this video posted because it's been like a year. I hope some of that information that I went over really helped. It's been so long since I got something posted, as always, if you like these videos, please subscribe, send me some messages, find me on Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter. All of the screen names for each one of those websites is mighty_Murse, that's with an M, Murse, man nurse. So find me and start chatting again, guys. I promise I'll be back online and getting more interactive with you guys. Thanks for tuning in again. I can't wait to see you again next week when we're gonna be back in business. I got a lot to talk about. Alright, I'll talk to you later, guys. Bye.